surfaced that the Queen was not pleased and had he started talking to with him when he got back.
Number 5, Royal Tour. When his position is solidified and Prince Charles becomes king, it will be time to get to work, even before his mother's funeral. After a short period of grieving and official condolences for the family, the new king will embark on a tour of the UK prior to the funeral, visiting Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. He will meet leaders and attend services, as well as go out and meet the people. Although it seems like a very difficult task to anyone, especially because he would still be grieving, Charles has been training for this moment his entire life, so he's going to be well prepared. Not only that, but going to meet his subjects will be very good for his image, as he will really need to do the work to encourage positive feelings among the public about his new position. Because the truth is that many Brits think that Prince Charles wouldn't be a good king. One of the main arguments is that he just simply doesn't possess the charm and warmth that Princess Diana had. He comes across as aloof, and the New Yorker once described him as a snob. In general, he just never really tried to relate to ordinary people, while Prince William, on the other hand, has reached out to people just as much as his mother did, and is thought of as a much more compassionate person.
And at number 4, road restrictions. Because of the virus we're all fighting, many governments implemented restrictions on travel and leaving the home unless necessary. In December of 2020, the UK had some of the strictest measures. So many thought it was strange when Will and Kate still decided to travel. It was reported that the royals took a quote private royal train to Scotland, stopping in the country's capital Edinburgh, which was under Tier 3 restrictions. This meant no leaving your home unless it was essential. The royals were in the area to praise healthcare workers, which is very nice of them, but not essential. In the couple's defense, the Scottish government admitted that they did know about the visit in advance and took precautions. But there was a lot of talk that a Zoom meeting would have sufficed. And at number 3, unnecessary trip. Of course, the royals deserve a vacation every once in a while, but since taxpayers essentially fund these trips, they get a lot of scrutiny from the press. The royals were criticized after they decided to take a trip when Prince George was only 7 months old and did not take him along. The couple decided to travel to the Maldives in 2013, calling the trip a second honeymoon. The Daily Mail noted that the couple was accompanied by several taxpayer-funded Scotland Yard detectives, clearly a sore spot for the public. This trip also happened less than a month after William went on another short hunting vacation with his brother Harry. Kate had also gone on a vacation with her family shortly before. In a separate article, the Daily Mail reported a supposed, quote, storm of protest by taxpayers who criticized the excessive trips.
And at number 2, inappropriate requests. On the day of Harry and Meghan's wedding, Meghan wanted everything to be exactly the way she liked it, which is usually what happens for normal weddings. But royal weddings are much different, and most of what happens is passed down for generations and become very strong traditions for the royals. Meghan tried to change a lot of things around for her wedding, which people did not like. One of the most offensive requests was when Meghan asked for air fresheners to be deployed in the chapel where she was to get married. Apparently, the smell inside St. George's Chapel was not good enough for her. British insiders stated it does have somewhat of a musty smell, but it is not unpleasant, and it's expected for a building that's been around since 1475. A source said that Meghan wanted the staff to go around with spray guns to make it smell better, but the request was denied. The source said, quote, royal household staff stepped in and told her office politely but
14-karat gold chain bearing the initials of H&M. Apparently, this necklace alone sparked a huge controversy behind the castle walls, like Game of Thrones behind the castle walls. The authors in the book detailed what happened and said she was advised that wearing such a necklace only served to encourage the photographers to keep pursuing such images and new headlines. When Meghan finally met Harry's brother William, she was worried that he would grill her, but instead William reportedly said that he was looking forward to meeting the woman who had put that silly grin on his brother's face, which is kind of cute. Sadly, Meghan experienced a lot of hatred for the color of her skin, to the point where Harry had to issue a statement that was released by his communications secretary. In part of the statement, they said Prince Harry is worried about Miss Markle's safety and is deeply disappointed that he has not been able to protect her. It is not right that a few months into a relationship with him that Miss Markle should be subjected to such a storm. He knows commentators will say that this is the price that she has to pay and that this is all part of the game. He strongly disagrees. This is not a game, it is her life and his. Harry went on to condemn the racist and sexist.
We tried everything, but Charlie still struggled with math, and another mom recommended IXL, a learning program.
Racist abuse that his girlfriend was going through the moment that the relationship went public. His relationship with his brother is a bit tumultuous as well, though. According to the book sources, William had told Harry to not feel like he needed to rush this relationship, and apparently that really angered Harry, which some palace insiders believe was an overreaction, and maybe, but who knows, we weren't there. However, it still sums up them as people, with William being the calm and rational one, and Harry being the one who can't help but take things far too personally. Perhaps perhaps the most frustrating truth about this couple is the amount of criticism and flack that they get on a daily basis from not just the royal family, but even the staff who work there. For example, the Queen's longtime dresser, Angela Kelly, was constantly at odds with Harry leading up to the wedding. He was trying to obtain access to Meghan's chosen tiara for a hair trial in advance for the big day, but Angela was constantly dragging her feet. She kept telling him that the Queen was rejecting her choice of tiara, but in reality, there was never a disagreement between Meghan and the Queen. Rather, the conflict was just between Harry and Angela. More concerns about the stability of the royal family started to bubble up simply by trying to organize a family photo. The book alleges that Prince William and Prince Harry were not excited to get together for this photo either. A source close to the family said the boys can be hot and cold with their father, calling the planning for the photo an absolute nightmare, adding that neither William nor Harry made much of an effort to make themselves available. Now, if you've been following this couple, then you'll know that both of them have chosen to step away from their royal duties. Again, according to the book, Buckingham Palace had little warning when it came to the details of them announcing that they were stepping down from their royal duties in January. What absolutely flustered the Buckingham Palace aides was that a website had laid out the intricacies of their departure. Now, despite having people conspire against them and trying to ruin their relationship from the get-go, the couple are doing just fine now. They've been living in a secluded compound in Los Angeles with their 1-year-old son Archie, while still doing volunteer work in the area delivering meals with Project Angel Food.
Alright, do you want a phone?